We want to thank our outstanding sponsor, Touring & Cruises Travel. It's the same team as Touring Plans Travel, but with a new name. Their travel advisors will take care of your Disney or other travel destination needs. Make sure you tell them Rope Drop Radio sent you. Now, on to the show.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome to another Rope Drop Radio. Derek and Doug talking all things Disney, and this show is coming out on Thanksgiving night, Doug. So I don't know if anyone's actually listening when it's posted, but happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy that gravy and mashed potatoes, the turkey, Doug. I love this holiday.
I'm a stuffing
You're
guy.
a stuffing guy? I'm going to make some stuffing. Yeah, this is, I used to consider this my favorite holiday. It kind of bounces between first and second, but I plan on eating near death.
You know, this is my first Thanksgiving at home in quite a few
Yeah,
years.
you're usually at Walt Disney World.
We're usually there, and I've eaten all the different Thanksgiving offerings, and I'm going to miss them. This is too late when this comes out, but for next year, don't sleep on the Roaring Fork at Wilderness Lodge. They serve the same turkey that's up in Whispering Canyon. Oh, it's good. It's smoked turkey.
Oh,
yeah.
I make my own turkey. It's pretty good. So my favorite part of this whole holiday is Rank Your Plate, which we'll be doing right now with UCF Kent. If you don't know what that is, get on Twitter. It might be a day or two late if you're listening to this later. But yeah, I won last year and I'm hoping to repeat this year.
I probably won't win again.
No, you lose every year. We take it way too seriously in our house. So, all right. Well, thank you for Thanksgiving. Enjoy the holiday and don't trample anyone on Black Friday. I'm kidding.
And
it's not what it was.
I'm thankful so many people are going to join me in the springtime surprise and join us, Derek, hanging out in Walt Disney World, April 3rd through the 6th. Come join us. Book your trip with Touring & Cruises. I believe you can still register. I did not check today to see if the race is still open, but if the race isn't open, you can just come and hang out with Derek and be thankful for not running.
There you go. I'm thankful I'm not going to be running with you.
There you go. Join us.
And another thing we're thankful for is our Patreons. Thank you to all of our Patreons who continue to support this show. No new Patreons this week, but we definitely do have some after shows, bonus stuff, a lot of great things. And just seriously, from the bottom of our hearts, we couldn't do this show without you. So thank you, Patreons.
Oh, and this last news show, we talked some
lot
Muppets.
Of news. Oh,
some Muppet news. Muppets, like I said, a month or two ago, they work anywhere, any situation, any land. They fit. They fit. You can put them anywhere. So don't worry, Muppet people. Okay. Anyway, Apple Podcast reviews. Another great way to support the show is leave a 5-star review. Derek has this goal of 700 by the end of the year.
I don't think we're going to make it.
We haven't even hit 670. I was going to say.
I know we've been stuck. We've only gotten like 3 the last month.
Oh, it's killing Derek slowly but surely. You guys see his tears?
Yeah.
They've cried so much they're dry. It's just dust coming out of those ducts. Leave a 5-star review. We'll read it on air eventually. Last week, we read a review that I said was switched, which is a little different, a little weird. That person just left a new review. They're our newest one. So it doesn't add to the total because they left a new one, but it's a new date and everything. So they explain themselves. So we'll get to that in like 3 months, 4 months.
Oh, okay.
Can't wait.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not jumping to it. Not jump. It's just a teaser.
All right.
So anyway, here we go. 5-star review. Rope Drop is phantasmic. 5 stars by the Ole family. It's a patron right there. Yep. New listeners to Rope Drop Radio as we have an upcoming Disney World trip forthcoming. Our 3rd trip as a family to date. Listen to just about every 2024 episode to date, along with the first episode when traveling to and from youth sporting events. Derek and Doug provide great insight on everything Disney via their own experiences. We are not entirely sure if Derek's love of pizza Rizzo is real or not to date. I think they meant
that's Doug's. Yeah, I don't know pizza Rizzo.
Derek is not a fan. My son thinks we have to try it on our upcoming trip, as you should.
You do. You probably do.
Anyways, our family highly recommends. Keep up the great work, fellas.
Oh, thank you very much. Great review.
You, John. Yeah, John, thank you. All right. The next one titled Great 5 stars by Silbuksha.
Yep, nailed it.
Yeah, thank you. an excellent Disney World travel resource. I like how articulate and concise these guys are. It's not rambling and self-indulgent like some others. Thanks.
What? We ramble all the time.
Derek gets mad at me for rambling.
I
Compared to
do.
some other shows, though, Derek, like I feel like we keep on task. How about that?
We do. We get through it.
We have a plan and we attempt to execute it on our show. Just like today, we have a plan, or at least 12% of a plan.
The idea of a plan. We're thankful for a plan. So definitely today, in honor of the holiday, we are giving what are we thankful for at Walt Disney World. So Doug and I each have 5 that we'll be sharing. These can be all sorts of things, but yes, we are thankful for Walt Disney World because it gave us this podcast, a lot of fun, a lot of memories. But what, Doug, your first one, what are you thankful for at Walt Disney World?
All right, I'm going to do the one that I'm worried you might have too first. Put you on the spot to come up with something else.
Sent you 2 of mine, so
yeah,
you
they're not
take
that.
it.
They're not.
Okay,
so
good.
I am thankful for the Skyliner.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't on my list.
The buses work just fine. Did Disney have to build a Skyliner? No, they did not. But did they anyway? Yes, they did. Not only is it a great, quick transportation, it feels like you're moving faster, even though it really takes, it's not fast. Let's be honest, to Epcot it's not fast, but it is quick. It feels quick because you're always moving. It might pause for a little bit because Derek can't get his stroller in efficiently enough.
I've never had that problem, ever.
I just assume it's Derek every time it stops, even though it's not. But I am thankful for the Skyliner. Derek, are you thankful for the Skyliner?
Oh, always. Riviera is my favorite resort because of the Skyliner. So very thankful. I think we even have a toy Skyliner somewhere around that Callum plays with.
Fantastic. This added so much value to Caribbean Beach, Pop Century, Art of Animation, Riviera, Beach Club, Boardwalk Yacht Club. It really added a lot of value to those. And you're hearing me say Beach Club, like that needed more value, but it really is nice to take back or to Hollywood Studios, especially for a midday break. But Caribbean Beach, not on my radar to stay at until
and now
Skyliner.
We love it. Jamaica area, great.
Oh, one of the best spots on property to stay on a budget and with 2 park direct access. Give me more Skyliner. I'm so thankful.
Yes. I'll be thankful when Disney adds a Skyliner from Animal Kingdom to Animal Kingdom Lodge and a few other places.
And the other way direct, it should stop at Coronado.
Yes, I agree.
Blizzard Beach. Yeah, it's Blizzard Beach over there. Yes, that would be the ideal next leg. Don't even connect them. Just give me that. Animal Kingdom needs some transportation love.
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What am I thankful for? I am thankful that the Muppets are staying in Hollywood Studios. The news broke this week. My phone, for the record, just did not stop vibrating. And I was trying to get a shoot done. I'm like, guys, stop texting me. Everyone, all listeners, Patreons, it was great. Yes, the Muppets are going to Rock and Roller Coaster, and I'm excited about it. I think Muppet Land can be very well repurposed to Monsters, Inc. I love the idea. I think the transition is going to look nice, but I am glad we're not getting rid of them. In fact, I'm really hoping we can expand that land where Lightning McQueen used to be. I think they can gut that, make a new Muppets 3D movie type thing in there, kind of fill up that land with Muppet stuff, because I feel like Hollywood Studios needs the Muppets and the Muppets needs Hollywood Studios. And if Disney wants to hire me, I have a lot of ideas for future Muppet movies that I think would be really great.
You can't go wrong with a Muppet movie. So here's the thing. The gateway into Rock and Roller Coaster can already look like the studio entrance.
Exactly.
No brainer. And we know there is a villains thing coming to that Lightning McQueen area, right? We know
temporary,
but it's going to be temporary. And so get that done, then do the Muppets. And then once the villain things, proof of concept is moved over to the Magic Kingdom, throw more Muppets in there. I love it. And I will miss Muppet Vision 3D, but I'm going to be honest. As much as I love the gags, I love the humor, did I go every time? No. So, don't act like you love the Muppet Vision 3D so much they can never get rid of it if you didn't go to it every time you, like, once a year.
Doug is preaching.
Is right? Like
Yep.
I saw so many people post, "I'm canceling my AP." I'm like, because of Muppet Vision 3. Like that's the only reason you had an AP?
Hmm.
Like for real? Like the Rock and Roller Coaster is going to be awesome, but I really hope they do add something else for the people that are not 48 inches tall. Right? That's the
I
issue with
agree.
it. That is,
Yes.
um, or at least like something else in that courtyard. There's got to be something for the kids.
So in
That's a
a
great one to
restaurant,
be.
some sort of dining.
Well, they'll have that. They have like that food cart
Yep.
right there. So Pizza Rizzo is just going to start doing,
Swedish Chef, bring them back.
just throwing food out at people.
Wooba-dooba-doo-roop. Yep.
You are the perfect Swedish chef, by the way.
I'm going to be cooking some Swedish Chef food this Thanksgiving.
We need video.
Okay.
We need
Do
some
that.
Swedish chef cooking a turkey video. It's on
All
you,
right.
Derek.
All
Balls
right.
in your
Sounds
court.
good. All right. What's next that you're thankful for, Doug?
I am thankful for Dole Whip and other
Oh, there you go.
magical snacks that are Disney-ish exclusive. Now, Dole Whip you can get other places now, but there's something about Dole Whip at the Magic Kingdom or at Epcot or at the Polynesian that just makes it taste a little better. And I'll argue that all day. Your local frozen yogurt place has it too cold. That's why it gets like little ice crystals in it. Disney does it right. Dole Whip is perfect, but like Dole Whip may not be your thing. So you got the, Orange Bird down the road, the citrus swirl, or maybe it's one of the other unique snacks like a Mickey pretzel or a Mickey bar. I'm thankful Disney does something extra because they don't once again they don't have to. So I'm thankful they do. They could just use Nestle snacks like the round ice cream cookie.
Yep.
They'd sell plenty of those if that's
Mm-hmm.
what was available, right? So I'm glad they go a little extra effort to make these more unique snacks available.
Ooh, I like that.
Like, see, I'm not just thankful for it to eat it. I'm thankful for the fact that they give it to us. They don't have to, but they
No,
do.
what's fun is this goes right into my next thankful.
Ooh,
I'm going food in general, but not that Disney offers a variety of food. My
oh, they
local
do.
amusement park, you have like 9 things: burger, chicken, fries, and
Well,
like
and the chicken
pizza and a few.
strips on the bun is two of those things,
There, yes.
right?
So when you go to Disney World, you don't realize the gourmet food you're going to eat. In fact, I hear that from so many of my friends. They didn't realize some of these ADRs are really fancy, or you can eat literally out of this world at in Galaxy's Edge and have
Right.
drinks that you've never even thought were possible. Or you go to any counter service and they have different varieties of something. Like, hey, you want tater tots with
No,
buffalo
potato
chicken
barrels.
on it, or potato barrel?
Potato
Sorry,
barrels.
yes,
Yes. Not
but yeah.
sponsored.
So yes, there you go. But we can put gravy on things, Woody's. But like, you go to Ohana, you can have unlimited food. They have buffets, character meals. Like Disney really truly offers something for everyone. We even have a Michelin star restaurant at Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
So whatever your heart's desire, if you want a giant steak at Yachtsman Steakhouse, you can do that. You want seafood, you can go to Flying Fish. And so I love that Disney has offered that to all their guests. So no matter where you are in the world, heck, you want Irish food, you can go to Raglan Road. You can get exactly what you want, or you can try something new. And I appreciate that. And then you go to Epcot and just eat and drink around the world, and you do it all in one afternoon.
Yeah. And also dinner shows like Hoop-Dee-Doo.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother layer to that onion.
I mean, think of this beer garden, just shows
Right.
like that in
Yeah.
general. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot to the dining. I love that there's variety in the counter service, right?
Yep.
Because I think people think theme park food, like you were talking about, the local one, and that's Cosmic Rays, right? That's Pinocchio Village House a little bit. But you go right around the corner and you have something completely different at Columbia Harbor House and Pecos Bills. And that's the Magic Kingdom, where I feel the
Yeah.
food is the worst, right?
Hmm.
They're mass producing. So you do have the typical food, but I'm glad our listeners are smart enough to avoid it. But at least at Cosmic Rays, you may just have burgers and chicken strips going on there. They have other things on the menu, but you just have Sunny Eclipse.
You do.
Well, when he's,
And that's the thing. All
out.
the dining has some unique atmosphere, hidden details. Skipper's Canteen is a whole show within a show itself. So yeah, it's really great, and I'm glad Disney does it. So that's what I'm thankful for.
I'm glad you're thankful for that. All right, I'm going to say the next one that people may not like that I'm going to say it out loud, Derek. Just
Okay.
prepare yourself. I am thankful for lightning lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they cost money and that is annoying, but I am thankful that lightning lanes are a thing. We had quite a period where there were no fast pass or lightning lanes
Mm-hmm.
coming out of the restart after the pandemic, and that was getting old, Derek.
Yep.
I love that they give us tools that we can take advantage of, and the more we know the system, the more we can use the system. So I feel like if you're listening to a Disney podcast, you're ahead of the curve. You're going to make more lightning lanes with your lightning lane multipass than the average person, right? You don't necessarily need to spend the money on the premier pass, right?
Which
Because you,
sold out today anyway.
right, um all 4 parks too.
Not expensive enough,
Whew,
Disney.
whew.
They're going to be making some
Imagine,
money.
imagine what they're charging Christmas break.
$100 more a ticket,
At
easy.
least.
Yep.
And so, but the great thing is with the regular multipass, our listeners know you tap in, you book another one, you tap in, you book another one. Like you just got to keep at it. And yeah, that's a little bit of work. The difference with the Premier Pass is so you don't have to actually keep working at it. You just kind of go. But with the regular multipass at Magic Kingdom, you can do some damage, and I appreciate that that is a tool we have of which to use.
Yep.
Along that same
I
lines, I'm
agree.
glad they're adding a few more single rider lines to Ratatouille. Just got
Yeah, I saw that Ratatouille finally. And,
finally,
Rise just got one too not too long ago. So
and
that's good.
they flirt with it over at Soarin' every now and then, which is weird.
Yeah. All I need from Soren is 3 different shows, 3 different
Hey,
Sorens. That's what I want.
though,
I
and
know
the
they
new
fixed the
they fixed it. They fixed the Eiffel
yeah,
Tower. I mean, it's just a really far back shot. They just
it
panned
just zoomed
out.
out.
Yeah. And then they updated the end so that
Yep.
it actually matches what's in the park now. Kind of.
So need to check that out. Cannot wait. So I'm going to go with my next thankful. I am thankful Disney is finally spending some money. In fact, today's news was Lakeshore Lodge is coming, which we've been talking about. We've been seeing bulldozers and stuff. So I'm glad we know what it's being called. It actually looks really cool. I like the concept art.
It's going to be a tall tower.
It is.
It's going to be up there
That's
like Bay
new
Lake
in
Tower.
thing.
Yeah.
But I'm thankful they're spending money not just on a resort, but also with Villains Land, Cars Land, a bunch of stuff to Animal Kingdom. All the parks are kind of getting something new. It's about time that Disney finally put some money back into the theme parks so that they can keep updating them. Now, will it be 2030 by the time we see some of these updates? Yeah, it might be. But I am glad that they are investing and not just doing stock buybacks. They're like, hey, we're going to make more rides and attractions and hopefully more things to draw people in. No fifth gate, not, would love to be more thankful.
Yeah.
But we do got a new resort and new land and a lot of new fun things coming.
I think they feel if they open a 5th gate, it will cannibalize attendance at the other parks. I think that's what they're thinking. I think people won't make their vacations longer.
I also think they look at the cost of infrastructure, plumbing, electric, and that just initial number is very scary.
Yeah.
And Universal's like, Universal Swedish, we did it.
Yeah.
Overnight, it seems like.
Here they have 3 parks now, right?
Yep.
So now that's more of a complete vacation rather than a side. So they needed the 3rd gate to compete. Where now
Side
it's
note,
more.
I'm thankful for Epic Universe because that will make Disney compete a little bit.
Yeah, that's why we're seeing this expenditure. Because now people are deciding Universal or Disney rather than Disney and Universal, because that's what a lot of people, they tack on one day at Universal and try to do both parks. Now with 3 full parks and a water park that they call a park, that you got to actually make more of that decision. Out of all the things they're spending the money on, Derek.
Yep.
We need to expand on this a little.
Okay.
What are you the most excited for? Cars Land, Villains Land, Monsters Inc. Land, or Tropical Americas, or whatever it may be called?
I'm going to go Villains Land because I wanted a whole Villains theme park, though I think I'm going to be
an Indiana Jones fan.
I am, but I've been on the ride out west.
I
think Villains is going to be a letdown, though. I'm going to be honest. I think Cars Land is going to be really cool. And I think Monsters Inc. will end up being my favorite because that coaster looks awesome. But I'm because the least concept is for Villains. So sky's the limit right now. So my brain's like, whoa. And I'm probably going to be like, oh.
Yeah, I got you. For some reason, I don't really. I have no pulse for Villains Land. It just
Mhm.
I don't. I know there was rumors, and then the announcement. I was just like, okay, I'm not a villain person, I guess. Unless it's all Hades, I could take that. He's funny. I like funny
Yes.
villains. And like Ursula, is she really a villain, or did she just have somebody breach a contract? I don't know. I mean, it was signed. It was legal.
Yep.
Ariel was openly agreed to that, and evidently 16 is the age of majority in the underworld of
That
water.
movie is a little different when you have a daughter and you're an adult, I'm not gonna lie.
It's weird when you
It
have
is.
a 16-year-old and you're like,
Yeah.
huh,
Hmm.
huh,
Yeah.
and then you start thinking about the ages of the other Disney princesses. And you're like, huh, hmm,
Yep.
huh,
Just
yeah. That's a whole nother
I'm thankful
topic.
for my children, and I
Yes,
now watch Disney movies differently than I thought I did as a kid.
totally differently.
Anyway, what else
Anyway,
are we thankful for, Doug?
um, I am thankful for early entry, Derek.
Oh, good. You
So
didn't take mine.
resort
Yes.
resort guests get early entry, and that's a half hour early, getting stuff done, and then it leads to my nap sooner, Derek.
Nice.
My nap comes sooner, and I love that. Thank you, early entry, for getting me to my nap sooner, because I can knock off more in that half hour than I can in the first hour of a regular entry without an early entry
Hmm.
before it, so to speak. And so that really moves that half hour moves the nap up by an hour. And if you do some Disney math, that means I can nap longer and I have more energy to make it through fireworks.
What's fun is we didn't prep this, but that set
Mm-mm.
up mine, which I'm thankful for after hours at Walt Disney
Okay.
World. So whether it be like you get extended time in the parks when you're staying deluxe, yes, that's great. But also you have holiday parties like Mickey's Not So Scary and or Very Merry, and you can have Moonlight Magics and all sorts of things. They'll rent out
Jollywood.
parts of the park, Jollywood Nights, which I'm still upset that I'm
Yeah.
not going to. But I love that Disney offers this. I know when we started the show, I thought it was dumb. I'm like, oh, they're just trying to make more money.
That
Now
they
I'm like,
are.
this is a great, well, they are obviously, but it's a great added experience for the whole family. And it's something new, different, and it's something to do every couple of years. And so I love that Disney offers this, and it's an experience, different merch, different food. They really do it well when they do it well.
They do. They do a good job. But let's back up a little bit because you
Oh,
said
okay.
nothing about early entry. You're not
Oh,
a
sorry.
fan of early entry, are you?
I am. I
Are
am.
you?
I don't know what else to say. Yes, I like early
Okay, I
entry.
wasn't sure because when
It
you're with your family, you don't seem like you're a fan of it, but when you're on your own, you are.
I'm always there for early entry. I just am not always the front of early entry when I'm
Okay,
with the fam.
got you. So, the evening stuff is great. I wish there was more like open to everybody, not just deluxe. I do wish that moderates and values had their time to like maybe do different parks for different resort levels. I don't know. It
Every now and then
seems
they do. I feel like they've done that Magic Kingdom maybe once or like where it's just open. I don't know.
no, no.
No,
That would be
just
regular
deluxe.
park hours, man. Just
Okay.
deluxe. That's all that's
All
getting
right.
the regular
I stayed deluxe a lot
extra
more
time.
recently, so it's
Yeah. So it just it used to be, everybody got it and that would be interesting. Although I do agree that you spend the money on deluxe, there should be some
yes,
extra
exactly.
perks. But what those perks are is harder to say. That they should
I'll tell you
be,
what, man, the 2 hours at Epcot when no one was there is gold.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep,
The problem with Epcot is so big, walking around, you spend half your time getting from
that's
attraction to
true.
attraction.
Yeah.
The beauty is Hollywood Studios. When they do have
Hmm.
it, they don't have it often.
It's yeah, I've
They're
never seen.
very
I've never been
rare.
there when it worked out. Yeah.
And but when they do, it's the smallest park, so you can get from
Hmm.
thing to thing to thing, like boom, 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 and
Hmm.
just
We did
crush it.
Magic Kingdom one time. It was ridiculous how many things we did.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you limit it to just deluxe, which is why it's
Hmm.
such a nice perk
It
if you're
is.
staying deluxe. That late night extra magic ish.
I
Can't
was like, I
remember the
don't want to
exact
go on
name of
Pirates
it.
of the Caribbean. I'm tired. I'm ready to go back, but there's no wait, so I guess I will.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. If you
There you
have to.
go. I know. So there you go. There's your or 4 and 4. What do we got for the last two?
My last one is the cast members. I am thankful for the cast members, for without them, they're just buildings. They're just mechanical machines and robots and concrete. The cast members are what bring Disney World to life, and I am thankful for each and every one of them.
Yep.
Especially thankful for the ones that I've got to know over the
Hmm.
years. You guys are fantastic. You work sometimes in some lousy conditions, dealing with some lousy people,
Hmm.
and I applaud you for it because you
Yes.
are the true magic makers, if you will.
I love when members listen to the show too. It's always great to talk to you in the park. So
It
thank
is.
you.
I get stopped regularly, like because we'll wear our hats and we'll be, I'll be holding up like 4 fingers or something for how many in your group, and they're like, oh, I listened to the podcast, and that's awesome. It makes our day, because you're cast members, so you clearly know more
Hmm.
than us. But here we are, just two bumbling guys from the Midwest chatting Disney, and you listen. But the cast members, Derek, they're the true heroes of Walt Disney World, and I am thankful for them, especially every time I go. And yeah, there you go, cast members.
They are amazing. And I'm thankful not only to the cast members who listen to us, but everyone listening to us, especially right now. I'm thankful for you. You are the reason why we continue to do this show. When we started 8.5 years ago, we had like one listener,
Oh,
and
so
now we
exciting.
have 1.5 million. So it's just like we have grown. It's now a thing, people recognizing us, talking to us. We get messages every day on social media at Rope Drop Radio. We do respond to messages, and it's really humbling and heartfelt. But nothing makes me more excited than when you come up to us at the park and you're like, I listen, selfie, talk. Like, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I will go out of my way to make sure I talk to a listener.
It's ideal if you ask for a selfie when my kids are with me,
Oh, absolutely, please do that.
because
Bonus
it
point.
just crushes their spirit in every way, shape, and form as teenagers. Actually, they'll just leave though if that happens.
Yep.
We're just gonna keep walking. I don't know, this crazy person taking a selfie with my dad. Do they
Or if
not
you
know he's a
yell at
fool?
us from across the park, Derek, Doug, I
That
love
was
Rope Drop Radio.
that one time in
Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge. We were so far
Yep.
apart, and like mass crowds going, because it was like rope drop ish, right? Like
Yep.
it
That's
was the
pretty early on.
chaos of rope drop, and yeah, good times, and getting recognized by our voice in line. That was someone turned around. I
For the
recognized your
record, that
voice.
happened at my local amusement park. And it was really weird because the friends I was with are like, does that happen often? I'm just like, that was a weird freak incident that just blew my mind. And then,
Yeah,
but like the people with me are like, are you really actually that famous? Like, we thought that this was a joke podcast, but are you?
I mean, there's A-listers, B-listers. We're
D
some
minus
other
listers.
letter.
Doug,
Yeah,
Derek, D. There you go.
we're double D on the alphabet. That's way down there. It's got to
Yeah.
go all through once and then back to D.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
there you go. I'm thankful for you listening to this right now, especially bonus if you're listening to this on Thanksgiving.
Oof. Means you're dedicated or you're trying to escape your family. We should probably release
Yes.
this early to give people an out. Oh,
There
sorry
you go.
guys, I gotta go.
Rope
I got
Drop
a
Radio came out.
podcast. It's
Or
out
they're
early. It must be
listening.
special.
They're listening while cooking.
Or they're listening on Black Friday while the Huskers beat Iowa.
Oh, there you go. You know we have Iowa
I
fans. They're
don't
not
think
happy
we
about
do
that.
anymore. I think we've said enough about Iowa over the years.
We did get one. It wasn't even bad. It was a good review, but the bad review written like, I'm an Iowa fan, 5 stars.
Yeah. We still love you every day except
I
Black
lived in
Friday.
Iowa. I lived in Iowa in Cedar Rapids. So there you go.
I can see Iowa every day. I see it every
Well,
day from
that's
work.
impressive.
I can
I do not.
just from the roundabout, Derek. If you look
I
down the
live
hill,
farther
that's
away from you.
Iowa. I can
Okay.
see it. I can smell it. All the things. I
All
don't
right.
know if I
Well,
can smell Iowa. That's a weird statement, but yeah,
if you're from Iowa listening, thank you
we
so
still love
much.
you.
Let us know, by the way. Leave a review.
Yeah,
I'm from Iowa, 5 stars.
harass us
Yes.
however you want about the game on Friday between Nebraska and Iowa. Throw the records out, as they say. Actually, this
Yep.
year you don't throw the records out. It was just one game difference. So if we win, we have the same record, Derek.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. How about
Sounds
that?
good. So There you go. Well, that is what we're thankful for. I'm also thankful, Doug, that I survived a car accident
Oh, yes,
this
very
week.
thankful for you.
Yes. Which we'll talk more about on Patreon because I had enough Patreons message me. But yes, Derek totaled his car and got hit, and it was a scary situation. And I'm lucky to be alive, I think. That's what I just keep telling myself, like, could have been a lot worse. So,
Mhm.
very thankful to be here talking to you.
Me too, Derek. I saw the picture and I was like, hopefully Derek took that, which means he's alive.
Yes. Just a little bit of bruises. I don't know how I walked away. No idea. But there you go. I'm thankful not only to Walt Disney World, but being alive and going back with you again in April and with the family in March. So we got a lot of fun trips to Walt
Yeah.
Disney World planned. It will be a good 2025. But yes, thank you for listening. Have a happy Thanksgiving. If you want to book a trip to Walt Disney World so you can find out what you want to be thankful for, you got to do that with our friends over at Touring and Cruises. We are thankful to our sponsors, but they are also the best agents on the planet. They will help you have the best vacation possible. It is wave season about, so it's time to start
Hmm.
looking and booking. You know what people want for Christmas? Walt Disney World, Disney Cruise, Disneyland, something.
Yeah.
And so you got to get on that right now. There's a link in our show notes. Also, be sure to leave a review. Help us get to 700. I would love that. That would make my year. And then, of course, follow us at Rope Drop Radio on all the things. Happy Thanksgiving. And we are thankful for each and every one of you.